Good morning, good morning. It is November 1st. Can you believe it? November 1st. Thank you for joining me today. It was an amazing weekend last weekend. Many of you know that I was not here live because I finally got to see my little teddy bear here, Wendy. I got to see my little teddy bear. Yes, and I got teddy bear hugs and I got to hear him say, "I love you, Nana." And I am still in the glow of all of that. Okay, Wendy, I got you. Okay, good morning. I tell you what, oh, thank you. I had to get my turquoise in there though, of course, because that's my color. But I was just called to wear this. Hey, Brenda. See, I do have some turquoise on here, Brenda, even though I've got all this coral. It's going. I just wanted to feel fall like, and especially after being sort of like a witch pumpkin, whatever I happened to throw on last night for Halloween to go watch some of the children, not as many of the children. See, there. It's trick or treating last night. I got to see my little teddy bear being the Hulk, and it was hard to even recognize him. Wendy, that mask just covered all of him. The costume and the mask, I mean, you wouldn't even have known that was him. Hey, Veronica, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. It's been fun. It's been fun. And now we're starting on a brand new time and a brand new phase. And here we are again, November 1st. Tomorrow, November 2nd, today is All Saints Day. Tomorrow, November 2nd, which is generally called All Souls Day, will be my aunt's 95th birthday. And so I've sent her flowers and I'm going to call her today because it's so amazing that she has been doing so well in an assisted living facility in Broward County. And she's hanging in there and she's really just, she's not become depressed. She's very religious, so she has her rosary and she watches her programs that align with that. And I'm just very blessed. And today I'm beginning a month before, just, of course, it's any time, but just the focus. And I know that a lot of people are focusing on gratitude at this time. But today I want to say I am so thankful and appreciative that I have an aunt that is in my life still. She was my surrogate mom because I was raised with my two cousins, and close. We were all close in age, and it was an amazing experience. And I am so happy and so blessed to have had her in my life, and she's still here. So that's even better. I haven't been able to see her. She's not allowed visitors. They are being really, really strict, and so they have had no cases of COVID there. So they're really following protocols that allow that. So that's really, really good. So, Brenda, I've got you down as well. And Ruth, could you do me a favor, please, and check for me because I've got Wendy and I've got Brenda. And if I missed somebody, please let me know if there was a third person in there because I don't recall that a third person commented. So if they did, please let me know because I don't want to overlook anyone. So I was with Ruth last night. We were in her neighborhood, and she was really dressed up as Angie, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Ruth, you should post a picture in the comments of your costume last night because wow, she was really something. Hey, Jamie, look at you. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. And Catherine, oh my gosh, this is so wonderful to have people here. Jamie, I'm enjoying all the pictures of the puppies. It has been so fantastic. Oh my gosh. They are so adorable. We had a good time, Angie. It was really fun. And by the way, Angie, it's you and I next week on Facebook Live, right here at 11 o'clock. We're going to really talk more about what the collaborative event that we've been having. We've had a couple of them so far, and they've been really fantastic. But what the outcomes are of having tarot and using essential oils that carry over that energy for the month. So we're going to go into more depth it, we are going to go into more depth with that, along with a variety of other things. So whatever you would like to hear from us, please put in the comments today, because we'll be happy to talk about it, and it will be here at 11 o'clock next Sunday, both Angie and I. So I'm really excited about that. So for today, it is November 1st. The sun is in Scorpio. And last night we had a blue moon, a Halloween moon. It was a full moon in Taurus at 8 degrees of Taurus, and conjunct by like 3 seconds off Uranus. It was expect the unexpected. It didn't have to be bad. It could be a minor thing. But this energy is going to be in effect, especially this full moon energy is going to be in effect for the next 2 weeks. It's still the full moon today. So it's really that amazing feeling of, oh, it won't let you post the picture? Okay. All right. Thank you for also posting the link, Angie. I did put it in the comments as well. So thank you. That would be really great if you can join us for Tarot Flow. It's at 7 o'clock on Thursday, November 12th. So what we're seeing right now is those deep feelings with the sun in Scorpio. It's the deep feelings of loyalty and commitment and conviction. And we're seeing a lot of that happening right now. But it's also about honoring traditions and our heritage and our history. And that's really what's happening also with this month. So the moon in Taurus is actually opposite Scorpio, because that makes the full moon. So the moon in Taurus is that energy of stability and security, and feeling that we're in charge of our own finances and our financial future, along with the financial future of our economy. So all of this is happening right now. The point is, this full moon is saying, where do you stand? Where do you stand? Daryl, oh, good. I'm glad you found me. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. So where do you stand? Mercury is still retrograde in Libra, and that's about balance. And Mercury will go direct, believe it or not, Election Day, Tuesday, November 3rd. Aries, Mars is still retrograde in Aries, and Mars will not go direct until November 13th. We've been looking at who we are and standing up for ourselves and our truth. In standing up for ourselves, it's standing up for our inner truth. It's not about what's happening on the outside. It's what's happening inside you. So finding that balance within you. Now, with both Mercury and Mars going direct this month, we're going to settle into that place where we're comfortable. And it's time, because we've had to look at things differently for ourselves with everything that's been going on. So it's about that balance. It's about finding that balance and acknowledging who we are without judgment. That's the big thing. Acknowledging who we are without judgment, because there is nothing wrong with us. We are perfect just as we are, and we are where we are. I mean, this is if this is what you're feeling now, if this is who you are, it's all perfect. So it's about the balance, and it's about knowing that we are just in the right place, being the perfect person that we're supposed to be. Do we have desires? Do we have other things that we want? Absolutely. That has nothing to do with it. It's just accepting that this is who we are and it's all good, and holding to that and standing in that. And that's a wonderful, powerful feeling when we do that. So we're going to do horoscopes today. I'm going to start with Aries, but unless someone has some other suggestions on where you want to start, please let me know and I'll get those written down. And by the way, I do want to say something that before, and for many of you, if you've noticed, I actually was on time when I started, and I was so excited that, yay, I was on time, 11 o'clock. I was called to draw a card this morning, and to find out, just to draw a single card. And the card that came up, and I'm not going to look for it now in the deck, but the card that came up was, gotcha, Ruth, was the Ace of Swords. And I was called to draw a card, not just for myself, but for today, for what the feeling is for today. And the Ace of Swords is about new ways of thinking, new ways, inspiration of new thoughts, new ideas that can bring us closer to who we are, into what we want to do, into where we're going. And I thought, wow, that is really so perfect, isn't it? It's really so perfect, especially after this full moon in Taurus. And then we've got so much going on in our country, and that's going to come to a place on November 3rd where we then move forward in a different way. So that's really a whole new way of doing this. So I really feel that we not only personally are looking at new ideas and new ways of seeing life, but also as a country, as a community, we're going to be doing that as well. So that's what's really important, is how are we looking at that? How are we doing this? So let me go here to Sagittarius first, because that was the first one, and then we're going to do Leo. And if there's any others, go ahead and let me know and I'll get them down. So Sagittarius, you are creating a foundation to take charge or bring some of your goals into focus. You've been working hard on actually being more discerning on what it is that you really want to keep in your life, what can go off to the side, not because you don't care, not because you have no feelings about it, but it's not high on the list. It's not the priority right now. So that's what you're doing, being more discerning, being more deliberate in what you are keeping in your life and what you are choosing to let go. It doesn't mean that it's gone forever. It's just not high on the list right now. So also, everyone is kind of there. We're reaching this limit of isolation being really uncomfortable. And a lot of people are not really happy working on their own. So you may be the one bringing people together as a team. And for you, Ruth, I could see you doing that. And it doesn't even have to be in person. You do that team type of work at your workplace, but it also means that you can do that in so many other areas. We're always better as a team. We're always better together. Now, one family member also may still need support, as children seem to be high on the list of what's happening and what's going on. So I'm sensing, feeling some peace and calm, helping them find some peace and calm. And it doesn't mean that the personalities will change. It means that it just means more peace and calm. Yes, very still, very peaceful, and it still will be good. And it doesn't mean that it has to be children. It can be childlike behavior. Laughter is still the best medicine. That's the most important part. Right now, you need someone who is simply steadily on your side. It doesn't have to be romance. It's just someone that's there. It's always good. No matter, you can look at someone and say, boy, what a strong person they are. How wonderful that they are. They know how to get things done. They know how to stand on their own. But that doesn't mean that those people that can be that you look at as being independent and strong don't want to have somebody by their side or to know that, hey, I just need somebody right now to help me out. Or it's always good to have that, no matter what level you are. It's not about being needy. It's about knowing that there is some support and love there. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, Sagittarius next. No, that was Sagittarius. Sorry about that. Leo. Okay, let's go to Leo. All right. In many ways, this year has been about home and family. And I know right now, Angie, that's really prominent with your mom in the hospital, and her recovery is paramount. And it continues in a kinder, gentler way. It's making peace, again, seems to be a theme. It's making peace with whatever went in the past and focusing totally on where you are right now. These are the concerns right now. And many times the events bring into focus for us what's really important. So there may be some changes in your career or work, your ambitions, how you see yourself. That's all because Uranus is in Taurus. And that is to remind you to always focus on where you want to go. What is that dream career, job, purpose? What is the dream that you have for that? And this is the time to make it yours. And especially with the full moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus, all the more reason to see it through. And there may have been some insights with regard to that. This is also the season for family. Leo naturally rules the 5th house of the zodiac, and that is all about the fun things in life. And this is the season to celebrate and to enjoy. So if love life has been a little lackluster, not real sparkly of late, that's going to perk up as well. So no worries. The sun moves into Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the ruler of your 5th house. So that brightens your prospects. November 27th, there may be some surprises, maybe even a romantic surprise. So just watch out for that. Ha. That sounds kind of good. Being a Leo myself, who knows? Okay, Libra. And of course that applies also if you have a committed partner, because that goes in waves, highs and lows. So that could just bring about one of the highs with a committed partner. So that's kind of cool. So Libra, you're going to love this, Libra. You have more luck coming your way. Isn't that great? And more so than most people. And it's coming your way. Venus and Mercury, the sun, the new moon, and Uranus may bring you some surprises. All of those tied together are going to bring you some surprises in November. So this is really cool. You have more opportunity to create more harmony, not just within yourself, but around you. So balance, harmony, Libra, that's who you are. And especially at work, there's going to be more harmony there. And whether or not you've been working remotely or not, you're still working with others. So the real deal here is to aim for exactly what you want. What is it that you want? Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Venus is in your sign right now, and it's opposed by Mars and Aries, because Libra and Aries are opposite. So, and that can then, Venus and Mars opposing can create some sort of tension, but it also creates an attraction. Not necessarily, they're not necessarily opposites in terms of being opposing. So it can create some tension that can attract. So that's what this is saying. This means that you can be attracting others. You can be attracting others. So the others could also be romantic. So that's good. So there will be some surprises. And you may be surprised by the person that you attract. But you get to decide if you want to keep that person in your life or not. See, that's the whole thing. So if the point is to go after exactly what you want right now and to set your intentions because you are a manifester, make sure that you see your intentions clearly. That's what's really important. See those intentions clearly. Okay, Cancer. I've got 2 people with Cancer, Josephine and Brenda. Okay. You've been experiencing, Cancer, the stress of all the events, both personal and collective. You feel this very strongly, Cancer. You are about home and family, and you want to see everybody happy. You want to see that peace there. You want to see that harmony. So the good news is that you won't be carrying that baggage. I'll call it baggage, but load too much longer. So Brenda, I know that you're going to see some relief. You're going to see some relief with that. And that's a good thing. And because I can feel it so heavy on your heart, Brenda. So this will be a real relief for you. So you've been working hard and it's going to continue, but it's but there's a reward, but there's also the time for a break. And with yoga is what you do to share with others, Brenda, and it's part of your business, but it's also good to have it as your relief. And I know that you do use it in that way as well. So that's what's really good. You have that balance. You have that one, and physically have that balance, because I've seen your yoga poses. Oh my gosh. You need a break, take it. If you feel that you've reached your limit on what you can do, stop, take a break. It's really important. Anything project that we begin where we're stressed or not in the right place, it's not going to turn out well. When we're in the right place with that inspiration to do what we want to do, it does blossom. It does get better. It is a beautiful thing. So Scorpio, the Scorpio sun can be a distraction, because Scorpio is in your fun house right now. So Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio is on your fun house, and the sun is there. So it can be a distraction. But celebrate. You don't need an excuse. Just celebrate. If you need an excuse, find one. Hey, it's November 1st. Celebrate. Whatever it happens to be. The whole point is every little step that we take in life, we should celebrate it in whatever way makes you feel good. Celebrate it. Don't look at the what we didn't get done yet list. Let's look at what we completed list, including just feeling good today. Saying thank you for those things. That's the most important thing that's going on. So a water trine, that means Cancer, Scorpio, and while the Pisces there's planets in those three water signs, are going to allow you to feel that peace, enjoy that time, just embrace it and celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Okay, Aquarius. And I'm going to go through all the signs. I'm just doing these on request for people that are here right now. Okay, Aquarius. Uranus, your ruler, is still, in Taurus. It's going to be there for another 5 years or so. And it's right now in your house of education and communication. So the sun in Scorpio and all the other planets that are happening there are prone to give you unexpected changes, especially with Uranus as your ruler and Uranus in Taurus, which is also squaring your sun sign. That means it's a 90-degree angle to your sun sign, so it can create some agitation. Have a plan B. I know you have your goals out there. I know you know what you want to do, but make sure that you have a plan B, because that plan B may work out better than your original plan, than plan A. So have a plan B. Let people see your best at work. You have so much to give. You have so much to do. Let people see that. You've got this. You know how to handle it. You know how to expand with that. So just make it so, and it will be perfect. Okay. All right. Angie, I got your message. Okay. Because you know that I don't have to draw 4 cards, because the intention will be for you both. Okay, so be creative. Create the joy. Don't allow the joy to come to you. The joy is already inside of you, Aquarius. You create it. It's holiday season. Create the joy. It's already inside you. You know my mantra, which is joy has your name on it. So now share it with others. And you may be meeting with someone you haven't seen in a while. Now I know, Pamela, you have been for a while. So that's really cool. So you are now in touch and may find some other people. Connect. It's all about connecting. Uranus is your ruler, Aquarius, and Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, which is communication. So it's communicating at an even higher vibration. So do it. Do it. Do it. Yes. Okay, Taurus. I got it, Leslie, and we're going to that next. Okay. And Full moon yesterday in Taurus. Whoa, and it's still the full moon today because the moon is still in Taurus. There's all sorts of reasons why you're not where you want to be. And it feels global and personal. And I know you just felt that. But I want you to now flip it. Because your path now forward is crystal clear. You can go ahead and talk about the reasons why you're not there. I know, especially for you, Leslie, being in the new program, the Momentum program, you're seeing your path more focused and clearly. And I'm really loving the word focus. Excuse me, with Taurus. One second. Pamela, the King of Swords. Okay, well, that's perfect because the card that I pulled to begin today was the Ace of Swords. So yes, inspiration, new beginnings, you've got it. So Leslie, this is, especially for you, but for all Taurus, you're seeing it in a more pinpoint focus, supreme focus. Yes, this is what I want. All of the distractions are falling along the wayside. Are they still there? Yes, they're still there. But it's about the focus. Are you focused on them? No. And it may startle you that it's going to seem like, oh my God, I've known this all along. Why didn't I see this before? But it is there. You see it now. You understand it now. And I have to tell you why. The real reason, and this doesn't just apply to Taurus, it's for all of us. The reason that we're seeing more of our focus for the future and who we want to be now is because part of being alone, not out and about as much as we have been, is because we've learned to live with ourselves. In living with who we are, we've learned to like ourselves more. In fact, even love ourselves more. And in doing that self-love keeps us self-focused because we're going to honor who we are, honor yourself, honor your goals, your desires, whatever that happens to be with that self-love, and the focus becomes so clear. The focus becomes so clear. That's why I'm saying it may startle you, because you're going to say to yourself, oh my God, it's been there all along. Why didn't I see it so clearly as I do now? The point is, you do now. That's all that matters. So there'll be opportunities, there'll be gifts, there'll be so many things that are going to be coming your way. You're going to be coming your way. So this is really good. Family responsibilities will ease. Be patient. It's happening. It's happening. You're feeling a little restless maybe in some of your relationships, and and don't throw all of them away. The being restless is because now you have super focus. So it's all good. It's within that now is finding the balance. Okay, I didn't see any others that I wrote down, so let me start with Aries. So Mars turns direct on November 13th and remains in your sign, Aries. So if you're still doing your own thing, that's good. I mean, Aries rules the first house of the zodiac, so that means it's all about me. So this is what you've been learning about with Mars retrograde in your sign. So add a project to what you're doing that's hands-on, that's more physical than just thought. Make something, create something, whatever that happens to be, that's really going to help you align with what you're doing, your purpose as it is, that physical involvement in creating something. Family and friends are good. Mars also in Aries opposes Venus in Libra, so this is again the power of attraction at work. The power of attraction at work. So enjoy the yin and yang of relationships, whether romantic or friendships or family or whatever, because there is that shifting, that back and forth, because it is about the attraction. The beautiful part of this attraction is you get to decide how you want it to stay or be involved in your life, because you still have your own personal boundaries. It doesn't mean that because you're feeling this attraction that you must keep that person in your life. You get to choose how that happens. And that's what this is all about. Okay, Gemini, because we did Taurus. Gemini. This month's November, new and full moons are particularly important to you, Gemini. So enjoy the social life on November 15th and rest on November 30th. So November 15th is the new moon and the 30th is the full moon. So when the sun is in Scorpio, you're usually really inundated with work. So if so, and you're feeling any kind of stress about it, take a day off. Whenever we feel overwhelmment or whenever we feel any type of stress about what we're doing, it's because we are getting what we have asked for from the universe, but we're not ready to receive it all. So it seems like, oh my God, I'm just being bombarded with all this stuff. But you've asked for it. You've attracted it. It's come into your life, but you have to be ready to receive it. And when you're ready to receive it, there is no overwhelmment and there is no stress about it. It flows easily. So to allow the flow, how do you want to receive it? And do you want to receive it? So look forward to good times, Gemini, or good news with family and friends. And of course, Gemini's ruled by Mercury, so there's a lot of communication, thoughts, chat, emails, all of it. Children will be a highlight, or at this point, and it may even be that you may be moving, maybe doing something different. It doesn't mean it's a permanent move. It could be a temporary one. So enjoy harmonious personal relationships now with Libra planets. Now with having a wonderful aspect. Libra is also an air sign, just like you are. So that means it's a positive, loving aspect. So that's really good. We did Cancer, we did Leo. So let's do Virgo. Life is suddenly becoming really busy. So it's time to focus on your financial security. Have a plan, know how to use it. Venus and Mercury are promoting this. They're supporting you in this. Make sure you have your financial goals, your financial boundaries, if you will, in place. You're always busy now, and you'll feel a lull at the end of this month, and this will give you more time to think about this. Virgo, you're an earth sign, so you were affected positively by the full moon in Taurus. So follow the joy in a career if you're now looking. If it doesn't feel good, don't go in that direction. Base all your choices on that. It has to feel good. It has to feel the best. So a home situation reaches its final chapter and you can move forward. So whatever's going on there affecting you at home, it's changing. Planets make all your dealings with loved ones gentler and gentler. Isn't that a good thing, right? So write about your desires. Create that. Create that. Okay, we did Libra. We didn't do Scorpio. Okay. This is your time, Scorpio, to stand up and be noticed and to have your say. The sun is in your sign. Okay. The new moon on the 15th presents a number of opportunities because the new moon is in Scorpio to turn things around in the last minute. So this is good. Turn it around. You have the opportunity to turn it around. Please know that you have the power. This is a brilliant month for creative work and sales and career, and this can all happen from home. You have that ability to bring people to see your side and your thoughts on things. So this really works well. Home could be chaotic. Work is moving smoothly, but be patient. It will all have a balance. Venus still remains in your 12th house. This is the unconscious mind, what happens behind the scenes. It's especially of the first house. So with the opposition to Mars, you're trying to find the balance of, so the 6th and 12th, the outside, the work, and then now what's happening in the unconscious part, and the isolation, the solitude. So you're finding that balance as well. So it's working is all I'm feeling right now, is that it's really working. And that's the best I can say it, because it is working. It works for you. Let me put it that way. It may not work for other people, but it is working for you. Capricorn, Right now, you're at the center of your personal and work life. You are the center. You are the center. A break is coming and you can make your mark, Capricorn. At home, you're still in the middle of a project and only you can complete it. You have all of that, the framework in your mind. You have that foundation, that plan in your mind, and you're the one that can create it. Keep your eye on your kids because this is a busy time. It really is. The last few years have had their ups and downs for you, Capricorn, especially with those heavy planets in your sign, and especially regarding your relationships. So don't give up. This can end up smoothly. Recall the good times. Recall the fun that you had and know that everything is on the upturn. And it really is. These planets are going direct. It really is. So, Deborah, November is a good month for you. It is a good month for you. And Pisces, the sun in Scorpio makes a soothing, another water sign, an inspiring link to your sign. So you've been yearning to do something artistic or something that's easy for others to work with. Whatever that is that you want, let your love show now. Follow through with it. Follow through with what is making you feel good. And that really applies to everybody, especially at these times. What makes us feel the best? And that's the direction we have to go in. Your friends need you, Pisces, more than ever. So connect with them. And family life looks smooth and easy right now. It's now in a very loving place. Venus and Mercury remain in your 8th house. So it's giving you the courage to speak up for yourself, to speak honestly and kindly, and you have no fear to do that. The 8th house is the house of transformation, so that really allows that time to just flow and do well. So it's really, really a good time. It really, really is a good time. So we finished that portion of it. Okay. And so right now, let me go to the cards because we have Wendy, Brenda, and we're doing the joint card because it is a joint card, and it's fine, Angie, because I know you understand this, and so do you, Deborah, that it does work well because there are no accidents. So this is how it's supposed to smoothly go through. Okay, here we go. Shuffling these cards because I want to shuffle from the energy of today. And if I can just reiterate the words, the words that seem to, it was peace, calm, balance, and celebrate. That I am big on the celebrate word. I think those were the main themes. If I missed a word, please post it. I'm not sure. Those were the ones I was trying to think of, the main themes of today's horoscopes. So for the month. Okay, this is Wendy. Here we go. Wendy. Ace of Wands. Okay, this is inspiration, new ways of doing. Yes. Oh, focus. Thank you very much. Let me put that down too. Thank you. Focus. Yes. This is the Ace of Wands. This is about clearly new ideas, following your passion, following your desires. What are you passionate about? What are you feeling strongly about right now? We're moving into the holidays, and I know that a lot of that's happening. And this is feeling more about you personally, Wendy, rather than work-related, which in the past has some been work-related. What new ideas? And this is about possibly there have been some disappointments recently, and now it's time to say, okay, I want to live life in a freer way. I want to live life in a more passionate way. I want to really feel strongly about what I'm doing. Okay, what is that? So this is, and maybe you don't have it clearly yet, Wendy, but it's coming to you. there have been some things, something has happened that has allowed you to refocus, and refocus in a very passionate way and you're in honoring your own inner spirit, because this is about you, not about anybody outside or anybody around you. This is about you. That's about as clear as I can get it, and it may not seem very clear, but I'm feeling like this is a turning point for you. Interesting. But maybe we could talk later about what that turning point is, my dear. Okay, Brenda. Let me just shuffle some more. Okay, Brenda. You're going to love this. This is the Ten of Wands. So we've got a lot of fire sign energy happening here. The Ten of Wands. There's a lot on your plate. You've had a lot on your plate. And also for Cancer, as I recall, the horoscope was that a lot of these things are going to be resolved. A lot of them are going to find their own place off your plate. And that's what this is about. It's time for you to let some things go. It's time for you to take care of yourself. De-stress, if you will. You know, if you're not feeling inspired, if you're doing self-care. Self-care is also about sitting quietly with yourself and knowing that you are whole, well, and healthy and loved. First, self-love. That's the basis of it all. Because when we have self-love, we also have that connection to spirit, the connection to your higher self. So all of that's included in that self-love thing that I really have become made more aware of lately, and especially with my clients, that's been the basis of a lot of what's happening, is how we learn to love ourselves. This is about letting some of this fall by the wayside, because it will, number one, two reasons. It's going to be resolved. You won't have to worry about it anymore. And two, you don't need it. You don't need to be there. Because sometimes when we get into that sense of feeling, I've got so much on my plate, I can't handle it all, it seems like more comes to us because we're actually attracting it. So instead of doing that, see your life moving fully, easily, slowly, and deliberately, honoring yourself and what you want. But let some of the stuff go, because you don't need to hold on to all of it. You really, really don't need to hold on to all of it. Wow, I know you felt that. And I felt it too, evidently. I just caught I'm going to be here in a second. Let me get set up again. I caught my cord. Wow, I caught my cord. Okay, moving along. Okay, here we go. And, all right, this is Angie and Deborah. This is a major arcana card. And this is the Hangman. It's now time to look at things differently. It's now time to change the focus. It's now time to refocus. How am I going to do this? Is this the right way for me to go? Is this the right choice for me to make? Now, if you get my newsletter, you saw that one of the things I learned this, because I tend to share things as they become aware to me and things that I've learned, is that a choice has to feel good. It doesn't have to be what other people think. It doesn't have to be, oh, all right, there you go. It doesn't have to be what's expected of you. It doesn't have to be any of that. The choices that you make need to feel good to you for them to be successful and rewarding and abundant. So this is about, and it can be just reframing something. It doesn't have to be, this is bad, so I'm not going to go in that direction. It can very well be that we reframe our thoughts on it, and it changes the outcome. It changes the perspective. And that's what this is about. It's time to take a look at some things differently. Have I been procrastinating? Have I been allowing my lack of self-confidence in a certain area to not let me grow? Have I felt I haven't had the resources? Whatever you have felt that has been preventing you from moving forward or doing those things that you love, reframe them. Flip it. Yes, I am confident and capable and connected to Source, and I can do everything that I choose to do. I can accomplish it all. Or reframe it. I have all the resources that I need. Yes, I'm going to work on this today, not tomorrow. I'm going to work on it today because I love that feeling of completion. I love that feeling of getting it done. Yes. Exactly. How can what I already know be used in a way that's positive and makes me feel good? How can I do that? How can I do that? And this is really a big one because we all have had to do some reframing or looking at things differently because we have to function differently with the whole COVID thing. And so, yeah, we're not giving up, but how are we going to reframe it so that we don't have the attitude of giving up? How are we going to do that in such a way as it really, really works? So that's what's really important right now, is knowing that that can happen, is knowing that you can do that. Now, just in general, because I told you I did a card at the very, very beginning, let me do one right now because this just feels really important. Okay, I followed my inner guidance and we got the Ten of Swords. Now, this looks like a really nasty card because this card can feel nasty. Is it actually physical death? No. But it's death of not necessarily the ego, because the ego never goes away, because that's also our friend. This is death of those parts of the ego that hold us back. Everything that the card was that I did for Angie and Deborah, this confirms it. This means it's gone. It has to not be there. Now, does it ever go away? No. But if we continue to focus on it, it's always going to be there. If we focus on something new, in reframing, in making things positive, we can move forward. That's what this card is saying. Okay? Give it a good kick in the butt right now. And it might be giving yourself a kick in the butt, whatever that is. And then honor that decision and move forward. Because it does come with honoring you're doing that. You're not a bad person, you're not horrible, you're not any of those things. You are a loving, kind person. And sometimes we just need to see that. That's all that card is saying, is see that part of you. Now, we have Tarot Flow, November 12th. We have Tarot Flow, November 12th, and it's in the comments that Angie put those in there. Also, one of the other things that I have been called to do is, for this month, is, and it's called, actually, it's called Thanksgiving Blessings and Joy Reading. But it isn't just for Thanksgiving. It's all the time. It's finding that, because it's about what blessings have I harvested. And that's what this reading is going to be. It's only a half an hour and it's half price. So what blessings are available to me now? So in all of these readings, it's finding our way forward in a new and different way. And we have to begin that by recognizing what our foundation is. And our foundation is the blessings that we already have. That's what this reading is about. Sometimes we just need to see them and feel them. And they may be there, we just haven't acknowledged them. And that's okay. It's really okay, because this really reading is really about the gratitude, the thankfulness, the thanksgiving that's to be year round in all areas of life, including finances, of relationships, your personal development and well-being, your career. It's about all of that, and how you can, and it ends with, how can I continue to create abundance in my life? It's not saying, how do I create abundance in my life? It's, how can I continue? And in doing that and using those words, you're acknowledging that you've already been doing it. How can I have more? And that's what's so beautiful about this reading. I really, really love it. And of course, it always has a summary card, because I like to tie up all the ends together. And of course, that's part of my teaching, being a teacher. We've got to do, okay, so what does all this mean? And that's what this reading is about. And I really, really love this reading. And again, half an hour reading, $49. And that's my normal half hour readings are $97. So this is a beautiful one for the season. This may continue through Christmas season, December and holiday season. I'm not sure yet, but this is one that I was called to do for now. So it's really a beautiful, beautiful reading, and one that I really, really felt strongly about and was guided to do. So we have our online tarot gallery reading that will be coming up. Our Thursday night is full. Tuesday session is open. So we have a whole new session that's open there. And that can be found on my website as well. We have the tarot flow on November 12th, that Angie's going to be with me next Sunday. And we can really talk about how the interconnectedness of the intuition and feeling and oils help to promote that. And again, the special, which is Thanksgiving, joy, blessings, and joy. So it's been a wonderful Sunday. Please enjoy the rest of yours. I know that this is November 1st. It's a whole nother time to just start celebrating, and celebrating you, celebrating the wonderfulness of you, the power of you, the focus. And what were our other words? The peace, the calm, the balance, the focus to celebrate. Have a wonderful Sunday. And remember, joy has your name on it. Bye now.